Red Hat and Intel have been partnering for over 25 years, and it's been amazing to see the evolution and the growth of our collaboration. The open technology and open innovation has really served as a catalyst for our partnership. Today, as we look to embrace some of the leading edge technologies around edge, 5G, we're really seeing that our partnership together is providing customers an exceptional platform.
Intel and Red Hat's partnership is valuable and unique because we are two industry leaders and trusted brands that act as one company to deliver business value for our customers.
With Red Hat and LAR, we have always had a very close relationship. We are flexible to adapt to our customers' needs, is maybe one of the strongest points that we have with Red Hat.
The challenge for the telecom industry is really around 5G. The world is changing more into a service-oriented operation. You need to be much more agile. You need to adopt new trends much faster.
Communication service providers are in the middle of a big transformation era. The need to have reliable connectivity anywhere in the world requires much more agile, requires much more flexible and scalable networks.
Within telco, we have announced recently that we're to work with Red Hat more closely and continue to innovate. Telcos are very interested in moving to cloud native and CNFs. We're there to help them in that journey.
Today, we are doubling down our efforts to extend our industry-leading ecosystem to help customers implement a true open hybrid cloud strategy. We are focused on investing to build solutions solving today's real-world problems, connecting us all around the world in a secure and flexible way.
Intel views open source to be where innovation happens. Whenever we bring a new technology to market, we first and foremost drive that through an open source community. Open source is at the cornerstone of our strategy in terms of how we deliver innovation to customers. The investment that Intel and Red Hat is placing in the upstream open source community, so we are working there, aligning our R&D to ensure that we are driving the right level of innovation upstream that's benefiting the customer and the ecosystem downstream. Our goal is to make sure the customer can get the benefit of all of this innovation in a timely manner and then translate that technology into business value. Ultimately, we want the Intel architecture and Red Hat OpenShift node to become the default building block that enables the telco to drive their digital transformation future.
I think the technology should really help every person to really have an easier life.
When we go into vRAN and vRAN, it's a completely new landscape because it's bringing together new partnerships. It's giving operators a completely different way of building their network should they choose to do that. The opportunity it brings is increased diversity into that ecosystem. It gives them the ability to have bigger choice in terms of how they want to build their networks and differentiate themselves. By having relationships with the likes of systems integrators will be really key because no one player can do it by themselves.
Intel helps pulling the ecosystem together, and Red Hat is also very good at pulling the ecosystem together. We've actually invested creating together labs to bring this ecosystem of ISVs and also NEPs to go ahead and certify those solutions on these platforms so that our customers can start doing their development and working at a much higher level of integration to be able to assist our customers to deploy those solutions in a timely manner, very efficiently and effectively.
The road to 5G is not the same for everyone, but Red Hat and Intel have made it easier for customers to adopt a cloud-native strategy with confidence. Red Hat and Intel have made significant investments in CNF certification labs. It's critical that we make this process as easy and seamless as possible so that we accelerate the adoption to cloud-native architectures.
The vision for certification is fairly straightforward. We're trying to provide a level of confidence to the service provider that can help them reduce deployment time and issues out in the field. This lab provides them virtualized access. We would run the CNF specific test. Once approved, we would provide a CNF certification stamping. That partner would then be listed in the Red Hat CNF catalog. I think one of the things that excites me the most is working with customers to solve their customer issues. And by being aligned with Intel, being aligned with these ISVs and workload partners, working on OpenShift, we are solving real world issues. Our 5G deliverables are what keeps our phones going, keeps all of our virtual reality and our games going.
There is a lot going on right now. You'll start to see a lot more of vRAN being deployed at scale in the next 2 years. A really exciting time for the service providers and the whole ecosystem of players. It's going to be a busy 2 years.
The future is bright, and we continue to innovate and build solutions that take us to the edge and beyond. We know that our history of developing industry-leading technologies will help our customers forge their best path to 5G.